Hello everyone, welcome to DocEngage. This is Jayashree. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a dynamic segment. So segment is a process of segregating the leads or patient into different categories uh, for the personalized engagement for specific treatment or to do marketing. So using DocEngage segment feature, you can identify the target audience using multiple conditions to get the data, which we can use to keep in engaged with them. So there are two different types of segments in DocEngage. One is static segment and another one is dynamic segment. To, to create the static segment, so I'll go into the lead and I'll show you how to create the static segment. So in the lead, I can see the segment button here where I can create the segment. Let us use some filters. So for last 30 days and apply. So last 30 days leads will be showing here. So based on the whatever the filters we want, we can choose that filters and create one segment. So this is the static segment. If I create segment name, lead in the month of, so let us say lead, let us just write a simple segment name, lead November leads. So let us say November leads. Say, so this is the segment which I have created, and I'll and create the segment. Now I have created the segment from here, and the whatever the segment I have created, it is a constant data. The data in that segment will not change. This is the constant. So whenever I'm using that segment, I can see the constant data. Only these particular leads will be shown. So here I can choose the November leads segment, or if I want to choose another, I can choose the lead list. I can see the say whatever the segment are there here in the year itself. So this is how we'll create the segments for static segments. Now let us go and see how to create the dynamic segment. So to create the dynamic segment, we'll go into this segment in the CRM, HCRM. So as the name itself indicates that it is not constant. So here we can create the dynamic segments based on the conditions whatever we want. So here we have patients, leads, provider, business partner. We can choose whichever segment, whatever the data which we want to see in that data segment, we can choose that. So I'll create one segment for patients. So here I can use the whatever genders or any appointments, so all these conditions I can use and create the segment. Let us imagine that I want to create one since Women's Day is coming, we'll create one Women's Day segment for the ladies. So I can select this gender, and gender is equal to female. I can use this equals to from here and females. So all the female patient which are registered in the DocEngage will be there in this particular segment. So I can write the segment name. So let us say female segments, female segment. So this is the name. If I want to choose a care center also, I can choose the care center. So if I choose Columbia Asia, only the Columbia Asia patients will be there in this particular segment. If I want to use all, if I want to choose Rajaji Nagar, I can choose Rajaji Nagar also. Like this, I can use the care center name also. And if I want to select cities, I can select city also. So like that, we can use the conditions and create one segment. Now if I want to preview this, I can preview. Here I can see what whichever the female patients are there, I can see their names. I can save this. Segment has been saved successfully. Where can I see this segment name is like if I go to segments, I can see the segments. Here I can see the complete segments which I have created. So when gender is equal to female is the segment rule which I have given. And the case center name is also showing created by created on. And if I want to edit this, I can edit the segment also. This edit and delete option will only be will only show if the this particular segment is not used in anywhere like campaign or in the workflow. If it is once it is used, then you cannot edit or delete. You can view the segment, you can copy the segment if required, and if you want to send the email campaign, you can do the campaign directly from here also. And if you want to send the email, you can send email and SMS also. So here this is the segment list page. And let us imagine that I want to give multiple rules and create. So I'll choose this leads and I'll just select one mobile number or a name or any other genders, or if want to use hospital names, I can use whatever the condition I want. So let us use I choose gender is equal to male, and I also want to give one more rule, like here I want to give like age in the years is less than less than 60 years. So whatever the leads that are present in DocEngage has less than 60 years old, that leads will be coming into this segment. So I can preview this. So there is no data, so it is not showing. And if I go back and if I add more, this is the and condition. If I want to use more, I can use more also. So let us use patients only and create. So gender is equal to male, and if I want to add more, like age is equal to less than 60. If I want to give less than 60, then you can give less than 60. So all the male leads who male patient who is less than 60 years old will show. So I can see the list of patients who has age is less than 60. I can give the segment name, uh, like male patients less than 60, less than 60 years, and save. So like this, I can create like segments, and whenever I want to delete, I can delete also only if it is not used. If the segment is used, then we cannot delete that. So like this, we can use all the whatever the conditions are there based on your requirements, and we can create the dynamic segments. Since the name itself is saying that it is not constant, we can whenever a new patient or a new lead is getting added with whatever the conditions we have created, like just now less than 60 years old male patients. So if any new male patient is added today or tomorrow or any time, so that patient will automatically come into this particular list. So when whoever the patient who is less than 60 years, and if it is their male, then automatically that patient will be getting added into this list, and then you can use these segments to run the campaigns. So I hope you all understood how to create the dynamic segments from the segments and static segments also. And this is the difference, like in the static segment, data will be always constant. In the dynamic segment, data will be keep on getting added when new patient or any other lead is getting added. So for the static segment, we can also create from the patients also. Same how we have created from the segment button, we can use that button and create. I hope you all understood how to create the segments. See you all in the next video.